Keith Haring was a groundbreaking artist known for his bold, energetic style and commitment to making art accessible to everyone. Born in 1958, he gained fame in the 1980s for his graffiti-inspired drawings in New York City subway stations. Haring's work often featured simple yet powerful imagery, like the radiant baby. The radiant baby symbolizes innocence and hope, and the barking dog, which symbolizes authority and activism. His vibrant and dynamic figures spread messages of love, unity, and social justice, making his art just as relevant today as it was during his lifetime. Today I'm going to show you how to draw like Keith Haring. I have a piece of paper. I'm using some painting paper because I like the thickness of it. And put a goose paper under because I know I'm going to trace it with a black marker. First thing when I'm starting a new artwork is I always write my name in one of the corners and my class code. Now to draw like Keith Haring, we're going to start with a stick figure. And Keith Haring likes to make his stick figures look like they're in movement. So I'm not just going to draw a person standing still. I want to use my stick figure and bend their elbows and legs like so. So that's my first stick figure. I'm pressing on my pencil lightly so that if I choose to erase it, I don't see much of that lead left over. I'll show you what happens if you press too hard on your pencil. Notice how that line is really light, almost like it's disappeared. If I press too hard on my pencil and I try to erase that line, it's still very visible, okay? And you might not like that in your final artwork. So here's one stick figure. Keith Haring is known for that radiant baby, so I think I'm going to try and draw a baby crawling on the ground there. So I'm drawing a circle for the head. I'll do a curved line for the back, bent legs for crawling, like that, okay? Keith Haring is also known for a dog, so to draw the dog, I'm going to start actually with a rectangle, and the head looks like that shape, and then some lines with the legs. Now, the dog is usually barking, so I'm going to put a little triangle there and erase that piece right there. I'm going to have some space here, so I'm going to draw a heart in the middle. And I might be able to fit a person maybe jumping in the air up at the top. To turn them into shape figures, all I'm going to do is trace around the sticks. So now I'm going to go in and erase the stick figure that's inside. I'm going to go right in with my Sharpie for these ones. All right, one thing I'm changing now that I look at it, I think the heart is a little too close to this figure. I want it to be a little bit more centered. Now I'll erase the rest of the pencil lines. Now, Keith Haring is known for making it look like the figures are moving or dancing, and he does that by adding action lines. So I'm just going to draw some curved lines around some of the figures. Diagonal lines around the heart, and that kind of gives the impression that the heart is shiny, and just like Radiant Baby is also shiny. If I draw these action lines coming out of the dog's mouth, it looks like the dog might be barking. Now it's time to add some color. I'm using paint sticks because they're nice and bright, kind of like Keith Haring's artwork. Notice how I use my goose paper so I can color close to the edge of my artwork without getting it on the table. As an artist, I can make some changes now that I'm done, I'm thinking, I like the colors, it's bright, I like the expressive lines, but I have 2 yellow spots, and I'm wondering if I change one of these yellow figures into an orange one, if that would give it more variety. Variety means that I'm have different elements, and the same things are not repeated over and over. So I'm going to take an orange, and because I know orange and yellow mix well together, I'm going to use orange and go over this yellow. And then maybe I won't have 2 repeating colors, and I'll have more different elements to look at. It's a risk I'm willing to take. Maybe it'll ruin it, but as an artist, sometimes we have to take some risks. All right, now I did it. I have created an artwork inspired by Keith Haring. I hope you can find some inspiration too.